Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Support Adventure's YouTube channel, and my name is Eric. I'm the founder of Support Adventure, and I've got Alex here.
How's it, guys?
One of our contract managers who's actually from South Africa. And basically, we wanted to make a video about why MSPs are hiring techs from South Africa and why this is a win. So, yeah.
I mean, the point off the bat is just the cost of it.
I guess, you would pay for a great MSP tech in the United States, the all-in cost might be, I don't know, $8,000, $10,000, $12,000 a month, whereas it can be comfortably half that to hire a similar South African candidate who's going to actually maybe even work harder.
Probably.
So the cost is competitive. That's the number one reason why they do it. You know, of course, a lot of MSPs, especially before the pandemic, they're like, we need to hire locally, have local people with local accents and all that sort of stuff. And you can still do that, but there's a lot of money to be saved and a lot of great quality to be had by hiring people abroad through Support Adventure, specifically in South Africa.
Yes.
And number two is speaking English natively.
Yes, I mean, we have 12 official languages in South Africa, but English is adopted throughout the country.
How many do you speak?
I speak two.
Okay.
I speak.
So
very, very low on the list. But yeah, I mean, education is done in English. I mean, English is spoken everywhere. It's not just like a small group of people speak English. It's probably the main language spoken in South Africa.
And I'm guessing a lot of, I'm just guessing that a lot of Americans would not be able to tell the difference between your accent and a British or Australian accent and all that sort of stuff. So it sounds foreign, but it doesn't sound like,
African. Or in that regard. I got asked, why do I sound like an Australian that lived in Germany the other day? So, yeah.
Who asked you that, an American client?
Yeah, an American, yeah. So the accent it's not overpowering. We very, what's the word for it?
What are you trying to say?
I'm trying to say you can hear us. You can understand what we are trying to say.
We can hear you. It's understandable. It's friendly. It
friendly,
sounds very friendly. It sounds, sort of very conversational friendly. I mean, there are some differences in vocabulary, but I feel that the adaptation that would naturally occur being on a help desk with American coworkers and clients would over time, really make the differences minimal in terms of the impact in communication. So,
exactly.
Yeah, and number three is South Africans like working U.S. shifts. This is something that surprised me when I first went to South Africa. When I was like, okay, so we have lots of clients in the U.S. and that would mean that you would start work around 3 p.m., 5 p.m., something like that, and then you're going to be working until 11 p.m. or something like that, midnight, and they're like, that's great. And then I thought about why it is.
Yeah.
And it's because, I got used to the European lifestyle, and people like to go for a walk on the pedestrian zone in Europe at night, go and sit on a patio somewhere and, drink some Prosecco or something like that. Whereas, you don't go for a walk in Africa at night. It's just not that safe.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we'd rather prefer to enjoy our day, go to the beach in the morning, go for a hike, maybe go cycle in the daylight. And then at night, come down, as you said, hunker down at home and begin your work shift then. And then you got the best of both worlds. You get a proper work-life balance. You get to enjoy the sunlight, enjoy your day, and then do your work at night.
Yeah.
In the safety of your home.
Yeah, so working U.S. shifts has been a win for a lot of people working with us. Yeah, because if you want to do anything involving bureaucracy, banks and stuff like that, that's the daytime.
Exactly.
So you would almost have to take time off work in a normal job to do that sort of stuff. That's what normally happens,
yes.
Yeah, so it works. It works. Number four, great work ethic. This is also something that continues to sort of surprise me about South Africans, how hungry they are for doing good work, pleasing their superiors, and wowing the clients and all this sort of stuff. Tell me a bit more about that and what drives that.
Yeah, I mean, look, South Africans, we don't mind going the extra mile. Especially, there's not many jobs available in South Africa. So to get a good job with the international MSP, the experience that you gather,
Yeah.
you
I
feel
mean,
like
it's-
you,
yeah.
you want to go the extra mile. You feel fortunate to be in that position to receive that job.
Because
And
I heard like it's often normal to be asked to work unpaid overtime. in South
100%,
Africa.
yes.
Like, and
It's
this
kind
is
of
something
expected
we
in a way.
strongly
Yeah.
discourage at Support Adventure because it's expected, right? Because
Yeah.
you have a job, you're working for me,
yeah,
and that's not how we want to see it. You know, we like overtime to be paid at Support Adventure if people do it and make it optional.
Yeah.
So but. And also, the growing up in South Africa gives you sort of like a rely on yourself sort of
Yes,
ethos because
100%.
the country is a little bit unstable in certain aspects of politics, economy, and stuff like the power grid and stuff
yeah.
like that.
I mean, like I always like to say, we are one of the most resilient people in the world. We got so much things thrown at us and put onto our plates, and as a South African, we just carry on. It doesn't matter what happens, we just go, and just carry on. The only way out is through. So that's kind of the attitude that many of the citizens have.
Yeah, and and another kind of we offer people a way out of dealing in the local economy and the sort of bad stuff like unpaid overtime and like working conditions, expectations, poor communication that they might encounter. So, number 5, they value the opportunity.
100%. An opportunity to work for an international MSP is massive. I mean, just to get that experience, to get that sense of stability as well, it means a lot to somebody living in South Africa. And they'll be grateful for that opportunity. They're eager to grow their careers with you, and overall, it's just a win at the end of the day.
Yeah, it's a win for everybody. If you find the right people, know how to
Yes.
interview them in South Africa, know which types of people to pick, know when somebody's over-exaggerating their ability, and how to actually test that what they're saying is true about what they can and can't do. So, I mean, you can hire in South Africa, go on the job boards, post some ads, but what we'd also kind of warn about that is you'll get lots of applicants who
Yeah.
don't really cut it. And so what we do at Support Adventure, we get about 1,000
1,000 applications a week.
a week
Yeah.
from different people. Lots of our people are in South Africa, but we also have people worldwide. And what we have is a training and testing program. So they'll enter and they'll upload a video of themselves introducing themselves. And from that, we can see their communication level.
I mean,
can they communicate as well as Alex, for example? That's great. But if it's, there's a whole diversity of people in South Africa, different sort of education levels, socioeconomic backgrounds. And we what we do at Support Adventure is we have a training testing program that through the intro videos, through the VM tests, and through the sort of situational awareness interviews, through the ticket notes and how we train them on how to do it, the training and testing program really gets you the creme de la creme of
100%. I mean, just
or
to touch on
1% of the 100%.
Yeah.
You get 1% of the 100% of people in South Africa that apply. So, I mean, if you want to talk to us about that, you can go on our website, fill out the Become a Client form, and get more information. But if you want to, figure out how to do that on your own, we wish you the best of luck. And we have found that South Africa is hands down the best market in the world to hire English-speaking IT technicians.
Cool.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks for joining us.
And subscribe to our channel. Catch you later.
Cheers.